Okay, hi everybody. This is Johanna Weiman, and today I'm going to be doing presentation 3, the comprehensive research demo. So the first step is to log into Westlaw. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my web browser, and we're going to type in westlaw.com and start this project. So first we're going to choose a state database, not federal jurisdiction other than Tennessee. It can be any one state. So the state that I'm going to start off with first is Texas. Not for any reason particularly besides that I've been there before. The next thing we're going to be doing is click Tools tab and select West Key Number System. This is the West Key Number System right here, and we're going to go ahead and click that. So this list right here that we see, I'm going to go ahead and zoom it in for everybody. These are digest topics. There's about, for me, there's 414 of them in Texas. So, what is the West Key Number System? This system was the first of its kind when it was created by West Publishing more than 100 years ago. It is a master classification system of U.S. law, and it allows attorney editors of Westlaw to organize cases by corresponding legal issues and topics. The attorneys for Westlaw have read and summarized and classified case law by topic and subtopics that represent specific points of law, and each of these specific key numbers, each of these specific points of law is assigned a unique number called a key number. And when you click that key number, you will retrieve the case head notes classified to that particular key number. And so in this key number, they have things called digests. And these digests are the research link between key numbers and the National Reporter System cases. A digest contains the head notes, so like the digest paragraphs, and their corresponding topic and key numbers from every case in the National Reporter System. So the next thing that we have to do, let's see, number 6 says to pick a topic that interests you. So I looked through, I didn't look through all 414 of them, but I looked through like the first 2 columns, and one of the tips that she gave us is to click on this I. I'm going to choose adoption. Subjects included taking child of another as one's own child, proceedings therefore, rights, duties, and liabilities arising from adoption, and then things that are excluded and covered by other topics. If you want to look for these things, it just tells you another keynote to go look at. So if you were to want to look at issues peculiar to adoption of Indian children, you would look at the Indian keynote. So we're going to go ahead and go to adoption. And the reason I chose adoption is because I am personally adopted. Even though I picked Texas as a jurisdiction instead of Tennessee, the state I was adopted from, I'm still interested in it as a topic itself. Okay. So here is all of the head notes for this topic. And we're supposed to skim through this entire list. And she wants it to be 3 layers deep. So first layer, second layer, third layer. I went ahead and chose this one. Doesn't really matter which topic we pick, just something that interests you. And the next step, sorry, I'm shuffling through this list. Once we get to a final subtopic, at least 3 tiers down, click that subtopic to view the head notes classified underneath it. These are the head notes right here. And we're supposed to explain what we're seeing on the screen now. On this screen, sorry, hold on. Let's go ahead and click this one. And right here, I am seeing cases that are relevant to my search head note. So the results list includes 3 relevant cases. The results are sorted by topic then date, which is what you see. Let me zoom it in right here. And it says, can you change that how they're sorted? Yes, you can. You just click on these arrows, and you can do the topic then most cited, so you can change it to that one as well. So you would just go to that drop down menu. What is a head note? Head note is what a tool that West uses for the digest. They use the headnotes and the key numbers to organize and summarize all cases by subject. The next question is about what is the document preview? And a document preview is this right here. I'm trying to zoom in. My computer's not letting me. I apologize. Oh, there we go. Document preview right here. It is a quick, like, small snippet of what is included in the document that you're choosing, and a little bit of on its relevance to your search query. So, we searched. Well, this is the search of parent deprived of custody and interference. And it tells you right here, proceeding on petition of paternal grandparents to adopt child without consent of natural mother. So the parent was deprived of custody. So that tells you how it was related. The next step is to filter your results by date. So I actually had to choose an another topic because of the fact that I wasn't able to, all the search results that I was searching, all of the cases were dated back a lot farther. So I'm going to go back to the West key number system within Texas, and I'm going to search something different. I went ahead and chose criminal law, if I can find it. Criminal right here. Again, you can, click that I if you want to search anything, but I chose criminal law. And what we're going to do for this one is we're going to do felonies and misdemeanors. And we're going to filter some search results. So filtering by date, you're going to go over here to this narrow area right here. And to filter by date, you're going to go ahead and select this, and we're going to choose the last 3 years. And it filters your results for you. And as you see, this year is 2018. This one's 2015, 2015, and 2015. So that is the search result of the last 3 years. So we're going to go ahead and undo that search result. We're going to go back to all cases. And this time, we're going to search all of these results. So there are 66 results. We're going to go ahead and filter this time by jurisdiction. So we go back to this narrow area where we just did filtering by date. And we're going to expand that. And through all these jurisdictions, I clicked on Supreme Court. It gave me a bunch of cases back from the 1900s, early 1900s. So I'm not going to go ahead and do that one. I'm going to do the Court of Appeals. And for this one, I had to choose a different topic as a whole, as you guys know. So I'm going to go ahead and look through all of these, and I'm going to figure out which one I want to do. So looking through this one, I picked Farrell versus State. And the next step is to, after we filtered by jurisdiction, we chose one of the cases. So this is the case that I chose. And what did this last step accomplish? When I clicked on the opinion, it took me straight to the West head notes for the opinion. So that's what these are right here. Zoom in again for you guys. Right here it says West head notes. So after this, we're supposed to choose any head note that we want to discuss. So I'm going to go ahead and do the one on larceny. And what you do is you click this little box, you click the one you want, and it takes you to it. So within this, what she wants us to do, one second, let me zoom it out just a little bit. Okay. So within this one, she wants to choose a sentence, and to quote verbatim, it doesn't matter what sentence we choose or what it says, just pick a sentence in the opinion and open Microsoft Word. So which sentence we're going to go ahead and do is, let's see, it has to be within this head note. We're going to go ahead and say, West did not discover the theft until several minutes after the appellant had left. So we're going to go ahead and highlight that. As Catherine did, you can add a sticky note to the side, to remind yourself that that's what you wanted to do. I just wanted to make sure I went through it all. So this is what I highlighted. So we're going to go ahead and open Microsoft Word. It should be opening right now. Here we go. I'm going to create a new document. Within this document, we are supposed to, after I chose the sentence, we're supposed to show how to quote the sentence and follow Blue Book citing. So one of the easiest ways to do this is to go ahead and select this and copy with reference. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what to do. You can, of course, type it out, but what we're going to do is do this, and ignore this for now. Hold on. Ignore this for now, right now, because we don't need to look at that. First, we're going to start, if we're going to quote a sentence, we're going to, of course, put our quotation marks. Go ahead and take this punctuation out. And what I like to do, sometimes since they give you multiple citations, I like going back to the case, and we're going to look at the top right here. So we have 837, so volume 837, Southwestern, 2nd edition. Opinion starts on 395. So we're going to go back to which one of these citations says that, and it's this one. So we're going to go ahead and put that up here. Of course, we need our parentheses, and we're going to take out this one. You don't need it. And we're also going to take this part out, and we have to include a pin site. So we go back to the opinion, and the closest pin site is 399. And then we have the Texas Court of Appeals decided in 1992. And then we're going to put our other parentheses and our period. So that's how we would do the citation. And now we are going to go ahead and start over with an entirely new search. So what we need for this is going back to Westlaw. We'll go ahead and zoom it out a little bit. And we need to start this search by expanding to all content. The reason why we're doing this is the fact that we don't want to be searching within our old search parameters, especially within Texas. So we need to go to all content. And then within all content, we need to run a new search in our chosen state. We're going to show how to use terms and connectors. So, of course, we have, let's go ahead and choose a different state. Let's go to North Carolina. So we'll choose a new state. So we're in North Carolina now. Like I said, no other reason for choosing it besides the fact that, I practically grew up in North Carolina, like it is a state, so I chose that one. And we're going to start with the terms and connectors. So the first one that she wants us to do, we're going to conduct some searches. We need to conduct all these searches. And number 27 asks us how to use the parameters. So I'm going to go ahead and do it for every single connector just to make it easier. The first one is the AND connector. And the AND connector, the reason for the AND connector, is to show both search terms in a document. So the terms that I'm going to be using are drugs and, and car. So when I run the search, we're going to look at these search results. I'm going to zoom it in for you guys. We're searching both of the search terms in a document. So we have drugs and car. They're both in the same document. The next one that she wants us to do is /S. /S is for when you're searching for search terms in the same sentence. So my one that I'm going to do is warrantless within the same sentence of search. And I misspelled warrantless. So warrantless search. And what we see is that warrantless is in the same sentence of search. It's actually within the next word. It's warrantless search. It's in the same sentence. So, exigent circumstances justify deputies' immediate warrantless search. It's in the same sentence. The next one she wants us to do is /P, and /P is where you search terms in the same paragraph. So I want to do look up search / in the same paragraph as lawful. And in these search results, we have in the same paragraph, among the exceptions to the warrant requirement, is a search incident to a lawful arrest in the same paragraph. The next one that she wants us to do is /in, and /in is where you search terms within in terms of each other. So, the number from like 1 to like, I'm not sure the ending number, but you search within any number of words. So I'm going to do within 5 words. So I'm going to do person within 5 words of detained. And as you see, in this case right here, person is within 1 word of detained, which, doesn't matter. It's within the parameters. We said within 5 words. Even though it is 1, it's in that parameter that she asked us to search in. The next one is parentheses. And the parentheses searches for alternate terms for something they're searching. So let's say that I'm looking for a mom who gets arrested. So I want to use the term mom, but I understand that sometimes they might not use the word mom. So I'm going to search mother as well, and we're going to say arrested. And the case that brings up, we see arrested mother. They're in the same sentence, and it came up with mother instead of mom. The next search term is going to be quotation marks, and the quotation marks are where you search terms appearing in the same order as in the quotation marks. So I want the sentence, I am innocent, and I want it in this order. So I'm going to go ahead and put that search. And in this case, you see this description, the answer to a question, I am innocent. During recross-examination, the prosecutor asked defendant, blah, 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 blah. So that is that's in the exact order that I wanted it in. The next one is root expander. The root expander that I'm going to use is the exclamation point. You place it after the root of a word, and Westlaw completes the root word with any extension. So let's say like attack. The word attack, if you put this after it, you're going to get things like attacks, attacked, attacking, stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and press search. And we see attack, attacks, attacking, attacked. So pretty much any word that deals, any root that comes after the word attack. The last word is universal character. And a universal character is pretty tricky. It represents one character. So you place it at the end of a term, and it retrieves, it requires that a character appears in that position. So let's say we're going to use the word attack again, and this time I'm going to only put 3 universal characters, so that expands it to any 3 letters that comes after attack, so including attacking. So we're going to go ahead and put that one in there. And again, we're going to get attack, attacks, attack, and attacking. Nothing more than that. I'm not really sure what roots would come that would be more than 3, but you're only allowing 3. So let's say if we put it down to 2 and just do attack with 2 universal characters after it, we're only going to get attack, attacked, attack. So we're not going to get attacking because there's not 3 universal characters after it. So that is that for the terms and connectors. And so that I'm going to show you guys a research feature that we have not talked about this semester, and I find it to be pretty useful. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to Westlaw, and here I'm going to go to my folders, and I made a folder for our last presentation where we did procedural rules. And when you do these procedural rules, of course, it comes up with all the cases that you searched. And this tool right here allows it to become a research report. And in this research report, it shows you some notes for it. It shows what you annotated, what you highlight, what color you highlighted it with, and what sentence you highlighted, how you can go exactly to these sentences and you can copy with reference. So if you're ever making a report or a motion or a complaint or anything where you want to include more than one case, this one, go ahead and it summarizes everything that you searched, except only if you put it into a folder. So if you're searching multiple cases and you want to keep track of them instead of writing them down on a piece of paper, put them into a folder and then click the research report. And you can download it, you can print it, you can add it to your Dropbox, you can email it to somebody. And so if you have partners, of course, you can share it to them with any of those methods. So I find that to be a pretty neat tool. And then last step of all, now that I have finished my last research presentation for this class, I'm going to do quiz review 3 because I haven't done it yet and it's getting towards the due date. So I hope everybody has a great day. And bye.